Bok svima. Today I'm going to take you through the masculine singular case endings. Now, a lot of people are quite scared to learn the cases. Don't worry, I'm going to take you through them. And we're going to start with the nominative case. I hope you can hear me because I've got the fan going, it's so hot. So, the nominative case masculine singular, well, the nominative case, remember, is the basic case, the basic word. We find the gender in the nominative case, whether it's masculine, feminine, or neuter. So if we got the word brother and we looked online or looked in the dictionary, we would see that brother in English means brat in Croatian. It ends in a T, not in a vowel. And so that would give us our gender for the noun brat. It's masculine. Now let's do a sentence. Moj brat je visok. My brother, moj brat is visok, tall. Moj brat je visok. Now, the nominative case deals with the subject. And the subject, here we see, is at the beginning of this sentence, moj brat. So, moj brat je visok. My brother is tall. We could say, moj brat je dobar. My brother is good. We're describing the brother using an adjective. And notice that after je, the adjective ends in a consonant too. Now let's go on to the accusative case, which is dealing with the object. The nominative case was dealing with the subject. The accusative case is dealing with the object. And we're doing something with that object. We might be cooking an object. We might be wanting an object, desiring an object. Or we might be reading an object. We might be seeing an object. Now, the accusative case living, there's two accusative cases. There's the accusative case living for masculine and non-living. And we're going to deal with the living masculine accusative case. Now, it simply means that if something's got a heartbeat, it's living, naturally. And so, in the masculine, the ending will end in A, the noun will end in an A. So, ja vidim brata. I see my brother. Ja, I vidim, see, brata, brother. I see my brother. And notice that brat has changed to brata in the accusative case living, and it gets an A ending. It would be the same if we took the Croatian noun for sun, sin, and we said, ja vidim sina. See the change there? Sin, sun becomes sina. We add an A. Now, in the non-living accusative case, it's quite easy. It just stays in its original form. And we got the original form, the original gender in the nominative case. Well, we can't use brat because brat is alive. It's a person that's living. But non-living is just as it says, non-living. So let's take the noun grad, which is city. And it just ends in a consonant, just like it did in the nominative case. It's the same in the non-living accusative case, object case. Ja idem u grad. I'm going to the city. Ja, I idem, going, u to grad, city. Ja idem u grad. So I'm going to this object, which happens to be the city. Now the locative case, we'll use grad here. Locative case has to do with location, where we are, where we were, where we live. So grad, masculine, nominative, becomes gradu. We add a U in this case. So I could say, ja sam u gradu. I am in the city. Ja sam, I am, u in gradu, the city. Now in the locative case, we have a few small little words, little prepositions, and one of them is o, which is about. And we use about when we are in the locative case. So that means that masculine has to get a U. Now, if you watch my last video, I was dealing with the feminine singular. And this time I'm dealing with the masculine singular. Ja govorim, I'm speaking o bratu, about my brother. Ja govorim, I'm speaking o, that little O takes us into the locative, o bratu. So we add a U and we have bratu when we're in the locative case. Now the instrumental case is dealing with the word with, with. It's a connecting word there. So when we say I am with brother, we've got to be in the instrumental case. And we say ja sam, I am, s bratom, with my brother. S bratom. See how we get an OM and we put it on the end? So ja sam s bratom, I'm with my brother. And if you were going to say I'm with my son, we'd say ja sam sa, in this case, S-A instead of S, because S, if a noun starts with S in the instrumental case, it gets S-A, a sa, instead of a S. So we'd say ja sam sa sinom. Ja sam sa sinom. Now the dative case, it has the same ending as the locative case. So in the locative case, we found out that grad became gradu, ja sam u gradu, I am in the city, and ja govorim o bratu, I'm speaking about my brother. Well, it has the same ending. It means that brat is going to get a U, just like it did in the locative case, and become bratu. Now, the dative case is all about the person receiving the object. The object stays in the accusative case, in the object case, but the person receiving it is in the dative case. So let's do a sentence. Dajem, I'm giving, poklon, a present, in the accusative case, poklon, bratu, to my brother. Okay, dajem poklon bratu, to brother, to my brother. So it's the person receiving the object. Now the genitive case, or the genitive case in Croatian, it's got a lot of little words. It deals with origin, where you're from, it deals with possession, it deals with quantity, and it's got a lot of little words that we call prepositions. Now the genitive case, the little preposition, one of them is pored, next to, pored. Ja sam pored brata. See what happened to brat in the genitive case? It gets an A, just like it does in the accusative case, living. It has the same changes. Ja sam pored brata. I am next to my brother. Or we could say ja sam pokraj brata, or ja sam kraj brata. Now, in the vocative case, this is the case that we call the calling out case. When we're calling out to somebody, brat then gets an E. Brate. Book. Brate. Okay, that's the calling out case. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and next time we will be doing the neuter case. Take care, everyone. Book.